explanation. Just I started recording also. Okay, so here it is. What is an operating system? What is an operating system? Operating system is simply as like a program or a software. Okay, we cannot say application, but it is a software or a program which make interface between your hardware and user. Operating system runs our applications like your Word, games, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, okay, Firefox browser, VLC player, okay. So you can use an application, can run an application on a operating system, okay. So you want to do some certain work with your hardware, like you want to perform some task, okay. To perform any task, like you need an operating system, because we don't know how to communicate with your physical hardware, means your CPU, RAM and all, okay. So directly how to interact with it, we don't know. So then we need to use through the operating system, okay. So next one is, any operating system basically two parts. The very important part is kernel part, which interacts with your hardware, which manage your hardware components, to which understand your hardware components, okay. That is a kernel. Next one is a shell. Shell provide a user interface, okay. On shell only we are running applications, okay. We are interact with your shell only, okay. In operating system, basically two types. One is like a simple operating systems and a network operating system. Simple operating system is desktop operating system type, like a Windows 7, Windows 10. Okay, these are the desktop based operating systems. MS-DOS is not exactly, because we forget about that one. So Windows 10 is an example for a simple operating system. Network operating system is a server based operating system, like a Windows servers, Linux servers, Unix servers. Okay, so these are a server based operating system. What is a server based operating system? Server operating system means provide a, from server, we can install server related kind of stuff on the server operating system. You can provide a service to the client through network. That's what it is called as a network operating system. Means, for example, DHCP service. DHCP server is there. It providing IP address to the client through network only. Without a network, you can't get it. Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, okay, or you can say like a deployments, okay, or maybe a VPN, or maybe it can be like a mail services. Mail server is there. You're accessing mails through network only. Okay, mail server provide a mail service, but how you access the mail service? Through network only. So that's it, is a network operating systems. Okay, it is related to the server operating system like Windows servers, okay, or a Linux servers or a Unix servers. And another type of operating systems are single user, single task. Example is Microsoft DOS operating system. Only one single user can interact with the operating system. Only one task we can run at a time. Single user multitasking. Single user multitasking. So single user multitasking means basically any Windows operating system, both server and desktop operating systems. So only one user can able to log in at a time, either directly or remotely. Only one user can log in at a time. One user, one device, one time policy. Okay. So, but it can do, we can do multitasking, means we can do web browsing, and as well as we can play some songs. We can also doing other things, right? We can run virtual machines. Okay, we can run other applications, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, multiple applications you can run on a same system. Multi-user multitasking means one PC, multiple users can log in at a time, either direct physical machine or maybe a through network we can able to access. Okay, multi-user, multiple task. Anyway, one single user using one single task, background task. Okay, so there are a lot of tasks are running. Okay, so multi-user, multitasking. Best example is Linux and Unix, or a multi-user, multitasking. Real-time operating systems. So another part, it is not comes under these points, but in operating system, we are using a traditional operating systems or a general purpose operating systems like a Windows 10 is a general purpose. Multiple people, different type of hardware support is there. General operating system. Windows Server operating system. That is also we can install Windows Server and both multiple different type of hardwares we can install. Linux based operating systems like a different Linux distributions are there, like a Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Fedora, Debian. You can install into different type of hardwares. Same Unix operating system like a Solaris operating system is there. Solaris 10 or Solaris 11 we can install into different type of hardware support is there. Okay, so operating system either it is a commercial or a traditional, whatever the name you put it, generally using either it is server or a desktop operating system. Okay, but here it is, what is real-time operating system? Real-time operating system means, so we develop a certain operating system for a particular hardware. So we have a not it is not, there is a certain task or a certain work is there. So for that one you develop a hardware. You develop a hardware. It is unique hardware. It is not as other hardware. So it is you develop a certain hardware components. Okay. You develop a hardware like you have a computer. You develop a hardware. What we can say? Sorry. So there is certain task is there. For example, a satellite is there, or maybe some specific purpose or military purpose. Like you designed a hardware, and you need a interface to interact with that hardware. So you design a operating system according to your hardware. Okay, so it is not a general purpose. Not anyone you can able to access. Next one is mobile operating systems. Next one is mobile based operating system. Mobile operating system means not mobile operating system. In our mobile phones, we use a different operating system, and computers, what this a computer operating system are different from mobile phone operating system in generally. Okay, of course there is a compatibility also there, but in generally like Android is a most popular operating system. Next is iOS for Apple iPhone kind of stuff. Earlier days, Nokia used Symbian, Tizen, Samsung, BlackBerry mobile phones use a BlackBerry OS. Because of BlackBerry OS, BlackBerry phones are become more popular because they're owning their operating system and hardware, both parts. Okay. Windows phones, Windows mobile operating system, Windows 10 mobile, Windows 8 mobile, kind of stuff also came into market. As I said, like a SYS and NYS, desktop operating system and server operating system. Desktop operating system usage is you can install application, you can run some application, you can play games, you can use for data processing, programming, web browsing, you can multimedia things, you can play audio, video, okay, kind of stuff. And also desktop operating system are clients for a server. Okay, it is like a client PC. It is end user PC. You can call it as a client PC, end user PC. Okay, so desktop PC is also you can call as a client PC or end user PC. On the other hand, it is a servers. Servers are with the server operating systems. By installing certain features in built in that operating system, or built in inside a server operating system, we have some built-in features are there. or roles, or maybe install some package, or maybe install some application in the server. It become a server. It becomes a particular server, like a DHCP server, DNS server, DHCP server, VPN server, or a web server, file server, mail server, database server, authentication server, proxy server, remote desktop server. Okay. Database server. Guys, these are the different type of servers it is. Actually, I want to put Windows and Linux after this one because of there is a major operating systems are there. One of the operating system is Windows. Another type of operating system is Linux based operating system. I want to move from here to here. Already I tried move. Yeah, now it is moving. So in general, we have a two basic operating systems are there. One is Windows operating system. Another one is the Linux operating system. Windows based operating systems are generally we are all using Windows operating systems. Why? Because of it is more user friendly. And Windows operating system run multiple type of applications and more compatible with multiple type of operating systems. More compatible with multiple type of operating system. Okay, just 1 second, guys. I will be back. Just a minute. 1 second. Just okay, guys. Sorry, I'm muted, not muted. Unmuted, no problem. Sorry. Okay, here it is. Windows operating system and Linux based operating system. Mostly we are using Windows operating system. Why? Because of it is mostly user friendly. It compatible to run multiple type of applications, different type of applications we can run. Okay, so a lot of applications are built for Windows operating system too. Okay, and it is like that. But Windows operating system is not a open source. Means the source code of operating system does not known by any other people. So how it is programmed. Okay, what is the main source of program? People does not know. Okay, other people does not know. Okay, it's a proprietary of Microsoft. Mostly we have to pay for a license. We are paying for a license. Okay, compulsory required a pay for a license. You have to, if you pay, then you will get a license code, license thing, so you can use it. It is, of course, it is not a case sensitive. The distributions of Windows operating system, either it is a Windows desktop operating system or server operating system, which is given from the Microsoft only, not any other organizations. And Windows is a mainly GUI, means graphical user interface. So then it is very easy for a people without having a lot of training to use the Windows operating system. Like they can simply open the application, they can start using application. They don't require a lot of hard training is not required, not required to understand the command lines, remember the commands and all, not required. Simple using a mouse click, they can able to use the Windows operating system. Okay, both Windows desktop and servers are very easy to learn part. Okay, you know, lot of Linux fans are also there. Linux fans. Fans means in that one again we have to divide two parts. At least two parts you have to divide. Or you can divide three parts also, but at least two parts I will tell. One is a person is become a Linux operating systems fan because of he know the Linux, he know how to use the Linux. You feel Linux how it is more compatible for his task. W ಅದೇ ಫೋಲೋ ಕಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರ Linux task. Okay, open source. Okay, of course, sorry, Linux is like that is a Linux fan related. Another type of Linux fans are there because of they heard something about a Linux, they never seen how Linux works, they never seen the how Linux is there, how Linux works, they never know it. Okay, they simply hear something. Linux is very secure, Windows is hackable, like even a small kid also can hack the Windows operating system, and Linux is like a very intelligent operating system, so it is never be hacked by any high rank hacker also. That is a people will feel like that is a true or not, I am not talking about it, so that's what the person is feeling about. Then obviously what are the other things came up, right? So is believe like a Linux is very great, and if you are learn the Linux, it's a privilege, of course it is. But point is, guys, when you are using a Linux operating system, in that type of people, secondary fan kind of people, when they start learning the Linux, they don't want it. If they learn already Windows servers, they want to learn Windows servers only. So they don't say what is this Linux, why we should put all these commands, why can't you do with this GUI? So we can't able to type comments where we can't understand these things. Okay, that kind of fans are there. But whatever it is, guys, Linux operating system is basically not for desktop purpose, not for a desktop based applications and not multiple applications. Okay, general application compatibilities are very less. Windows based applications you can't run on the Linux based applications we can't run on the Windows. Only for a certain operating system like a Ubuntu type of operating system, using certain compatibility things, some layer you have to install, some application you have to install. So using that we can run Windows based applications, but not completely, not sure about it. Okay, it is a powerful CLI. Linux is also a very powerful operating system, but it is CLI, command line interface based operating system, not less GUI part. Okay, only GUI is direct physical GUI only. Linux is a server based operating system, less about your desktop based operating system. It is a case sensitive, and Linux is of open source. Any person can download Linux kernel from kernel.org and they can develop their own operating system. It's a non-proprietary, no one is owner of the Linux. Linux is developed by Linus Torvald. Linux kernel developed by Linus Torvald. Is alive, okay? So he's alive, not okay. Still there. One more from the Linus Torvald, which we know better, is GitHub. Git, not GitHub. Git. Git is also developed by Linus Torvald. Okay. If you know Git, like a DevOps, Git, Jenkins is there. No? Git is developed by Linus Torvald. Okay, so normal Windows-based applications cannot be run directly on Linux. So then Windows-based viruses also cannot be run on Linux. Cannot be run on Linux. Very simple. Server voices, less voice. Okay, yeah, we need a trained professional because all are commands only. Okay, for general purpose, for kids, old people, or any people, general non-technical people. Again, you no need to sit and teach the how to work with the computer, every part, every command, everything. You don't require to teach in Windows, but in a Linux, you have to completely know how to put the command. So then only we can able to work. Okay,
Sir,
this is a not. Yeah, tell me.
Initially I used Fedora and Ubuntu, and then
Okay.
Windows. I have used almost Fedora for 2 to 3 years. The processing speed is almost constant for all the 3 years, but when it comes to the Windows, the processing speed reduces gradually. It gets stuck sometime, but that kind of situation you will never face in Fedora or Ubuntu. Why, sir?
Very good.
Processing.
That is a very good point. Okay, so that is very good point. So yeah, that is a point I forget to mention last time also. Then why Linux? Windows is better, like a user friendly. Any person can use it very easily, fastly can use it. Of course, Windows has its own security. Why? Because it is not a open source. No one knows how it is programmed. You must know how to deal with it, right? But Linux is open source. Everybody knows how to. Everybody means people know how what is the program inside, right? But why Linux is also there? That is a main one of the very important role. Lot of people throw on a security part, but very important is Linux is more powerful CLI. GUI wise, it is very less. So many colors, so many things are not given any importance. It is so lot of icon, lot of background, colors, themes. So you know more about a look is a more part. So because of this GUI, more GUI part in the Windows operating system, it required a more processing. And also you install more applications. The applications also startup applications. Startups. Okay, it will the certain applications runs, certain hardware services, certain applications runs at a startup. When you are using for first time Windows, it is works normally. When you are using a second time, mean third time means you are keep using, it's your Windows is become very slow because of you install applications. There is a background services, background applications, startups. What happen? You feel Windows is very slow. Of course, even if you are using a Linux-based operating system, you are totally controller of your Linux operating system because what application you wanted, you use it. If you want, you will start the service. Otherwise, we don't start the services. Some services we can background, but still it is more not required to process more about GUI related. So GUI part less in Linux based operating system or no GUI part. Obviously, GUI related process is not required to take care or less take care. But in Windows, it is a mainly GUI, only graphical related. The icons, colors, everything should be take care. So what happened? It is try to take more about your license kind of stuff, more about your what we can say more about hardware related. Okay, so more hardware utilization required for a processing GUI based operating system. Next, in Windows, maximum you don't mind it is running, right? So we'll install applications. We don't mind to remove the application or maybe we'll see, okay, it is useful now or maybe later. Sometimes certain application runs automatically in your background. Okay, so it will become our system is slow. Okay, this is the another reason. So that is a very good point. Require more hardware, that is called a footprint. Okay, it is less hardware footprint. Normally people don't go to this point and people go for a, as I said, as I said, security. I am not going with the security, guys. Okay, so of course, virus wise, okay, I'm not saying it is there is a Windows is a, having a virus problem. Linux don't have a virus problem. I'm not talking about it. Windows based Linuxes like a .exe type or a Win32 environment supporting viruses, that type of viruses won't work in Linux. Basically, Linux viruses are very less, not because of virus based or desktops are very less using compared to Windows. Linux base is very less, and Linux reacting to a certain virus is very less. Okay, in generally. Okay, and second one is, guys, security wise. So how can you tell Windows is not secure? Linux is secure, Windows is hackable, Linux is not hackable. So of course, there is a virus related like a Trojan, spywares, malwares. So using that, if there is an attack is happen on Windows, it is definitely attack will be happens. I will tell one important thing to make you to little understand, because this is the case. You can see if you forget your Windows password, if you forget Windows password, you taken a Windows course like a Windows Microsoft Windows 10 or a Microsoft Windows Server course, you do not find how to reset the password from Microsoft, also not telling you how to reset your password. If you forget a password, you forget a password. That's it. You cannot change the password directly. Okay. You forget password like you open a system, you use a system, you shut down. Next day you open your system and you're typing your password, you forget your password. You forget your local user password. Okay. Maybe certain third party tools useful. Certain third party tools may be useful, not completely. Okay. Third party tools useful, but not exactly, not completely. Okay. But whereas in a Linux, Red Hat textbook itself telling how to reset the root password. Root is the administrator of Linux. Root is a administrator of Linux operating system. Root account is a administrator of Linux operating system. First one. Second one is, so if anyone knows root password, they can do whatever they want to do it with the Linux system. And if you have a physical access to Linux PC, if you have a Linux PC physical access, so you can reset the root password. You can reset the root password. It means, see, Windows operating system, you cannot reset the administrator password even if you have a physical access in general by directly. But in a Linux, we can reset the root password. So that's the point, guys. It is so you can crack Linux, but you cannot crack the Windows. Then where is the security? Okay, so do not throw everything in a one single point. My point is that one. But in interview, your interviewer asking, for example, someone is not only interview, once you are someone is asking which one is more secure, Linux or Windows? Of course, Linux is more secure. That's it. Okay. Or if you say Windows, I think Windows is more secure if you say, and the guy is your senior, and he said, no, what is Windows is not secure. Linux is secure, Linux having this one, that one. Yeah, you can agree. Yes, sir. Thank you. Very good. No need to teach them. But guys, understand security is a different points. Linux security based on how you secure the Linux, how you secure your server, how you secure your server. You can, because Linux is a open source, you can do some encryption technology or maybe using some scripting related, like you can program it as per your requirements. You can secure it. If you secure your own Linux operating system, so no one can able to touch your Linux. Even they have a physical access, even they know some one or two passwords also, they cannot attack on your Linux PC. Whereas in Windows, that is a different point, because Windows, there's a default securities are there. You have to use the default securities only. Okay. If any compromise occurs, even if the default security is compromises, there is a possibility of attack on a Windows-based systems. Again, that is also typical. Okay. So by default, Windows is secure. Linux is not much secure, but you can able to make more secure in the Linux system. So then it is, you can able to secure it. Yeah, completely I confused you. I think so. Okay, don't go to securities. Later we will discuss. But here it is some point. Linux and Windows difference. Anyway, you don't have a Linux part here. That's it. Next is we are discussed about a Windows 10. So last class only I'm repeating, guys. So we miss anything because of last class 2 batches mixed. You may miss any point. So that's why I'm telling you. Windows 10 is a provide many new features to improvements, of course. Start menu, start screen, start menu style. Okay, reset and advanced repair options. You can go to recovery tools in the Windows settings, go to settings, update and security. There you can find recovery. It is at a reset this PC and advanced startup. Your system is not running well, so you can reset the PC. In the resetting this PC, your operating system will be reloaded and your application will be removed. If you click keep my files, it removes apps and settings, but it will keep your personal files. If you remove everything, remove all your personal files, apps and settings also. Okay, it is used for a certain troubleshooting related, means your PC is not running well. Lot of problem your PC, you open one application, it is open in different way. Okay, in that cases only we'll go to reset this PC. Don't do it for fun, guys. Don't do it for some people do, really do, they do for a fun only. So wantedly they do it, like their mind is working or not, I don't know. But some people really they will try to do for fun. So don't do it. Okay, so only if you got serious problem, then only you can try this one. Okay, next one is sometimes your Windows will be upgraded. So upgrades, there is Windows 10 upgraded. If you that upgrade is giving lot of problem, you can go back to this one, but only it is 10 days only. So last update before 10 days you can. Okay, so next is advanced startup. If I click on restart now, my PC will be restarted and you can't able to see thing. Okay, so what is this advanced startup? Advanced startup will give you Windows 10 advanced startup will give you the first screen. Once you go to the advanced startup, the first one you will get like this. Okay, so this one or another point is also there, but it is see continue, use a device, troubleshoot, turn off your PC. So you can choose troubleshoot options. Okay, in the troubleshoot also you will find two options. I'm searching for a troubleshoot part. Yeah. This is a troubleshoot option. If you choose the troubleshoot option, you will get reset this PC, advanced startup, advanced options. Reset this PC. Again, if you are want to reset this PC, if you are having some issues with your operating system because of you are installed some application or virus or something, you can go to reset this PC. It will roll back to the previous part. Now it's exactly say voice will be reloaded, device will be reloaded, apps will be remote, settings will be remote. So your operating system will be like a fresh operating system. Next one is advanced options. If you go to advanced options, then you will get like a startup repair, startup settings, command prompt, UEFI firmware settings, system restore, uninstall updates. Okay, these kind of common options we are getting. What is a startup repair? So when you start your computer, so it is not booting at all. So it is taking a lot of time to boot. Something bootable part is corrupted. Bootable part is corrupted. Okay, bootable files or something corrupted. So you can do startup repair. Anything is there, so it automatically repair the bootable files and reload the bootable files again. Okay, that is a startup repair. Startup settings. So when you start your system, so what are the things should be run first and are next, like that? You can able to startup settings. You can get a command prompt. So you can use certain commands or certain command related things. You will get a command prompt. There you can give commands, or maybe you have to do some management or copy or backup kind of stuff. You can try with the command prompt also. Uninstall updates means recently your PC got updated. This is also one troubleshooting, guys. So recently I received an update. Update is installed. After update, my PC is not working well. I got some update, or maybe drivers update or operating system update or application update. So okay. So by update, my system is not running well. So I will show you that update, guys. Control panel. Okay. So when I go to programs and features, your system is running well. Then you can, because of running, and you got the screen, and your because of recent updates, you're getting some problem. So you can choose what is the recent update. Okay, select update and you can uninstall it. So maybe your problem is solved. Maybe your problem is solved. See this? It is a recent update. So 30th September, which is very recent update it is. So this update is because of that update I am getting a problem. If I think I can uninstall the program. Sometimes after last update, your system is not running, not at all running well. So you can go, if you have to go to the advanced options to uninstall it. So then you can select uninstall updates. Last one is system restore. What is a system restoration? System restoration is same as like this. You are install some application. Okay, you install some application. You install some application. This after installation of application causing some issues. Causing some issues. Or maybe you've done some setting. Maybe you've done some setting. Maybe because of this setting or maybe installation of application, it is causing some issues. Okay. So you are already having some restoration point is created in your PC. You can roll back to that condition. For example, in your PC, you have a app 1, app 2, like this. And data 1, data 2 is there. I have a restoration point is created like this. I install app 3, app 4, data 3 is there. When I install app 4, I got some issue. So what I'm doing is, I said restore to the previous. last restoration point. I said restore. Then what happened? This app 3, app 4, and that's it. Data will be there. Data is available, but these apps will be completely removed from our PC. It is reset back to the previous condition. So this is what happening. So I got a problem with this app 4, not app 3. But I went to the back. So what are the position? What are the my situation before this restoration point? That will be restored. After that one, it will be gone. That is system restore. This UEFI firmware settings. UEFI firmware settings. There it is. Some place it will shows. Sometimes it shows like UEFI firmware settings. UEFI firmware setting means it can directly go to BIOS settings to do troubleshooting. Okay, or do changes in the BIOS. If you want to go, you can go to UEFI firmware settings. For this one, your hardware is UEFI based hardware, not BIOS hardware. Okay, if it is a BIOS, it won't show like. System image recovery. System image recovery means your operating system is crashed, or hard drive is crashed, and you want to restore the operating system, or you want to restore your system from image backup. Means previously you have to take image backup, then only we can able to restore it from the image backup. If you take a system image backup, then only we can able to restore system image. Otherwise you cannot do it. Today also we'll see what is this safe mode and all, but only one point I explain it because it's a troubleshooting kind of stuff. Okay, reset, advanced startup, and I told about other advanced startups also. Hyper-V feature, guys. Hyper-V is available in Windows 10, Windows 8, 8.1 Pro or Enterprise only. Okay, we can create and run the virtual machines in the Hyper-V. Hyper-V is a feature, not an application. You cannot download Hyper-V from internet. It comes with your operating system. Either it is a Windows Server or a desktop operating system like Windows 8 or Windows 10 Pro and Enterprises. Not in home editions. Okay, you will get a Hyper-V. Run multiple guest OS in a single physical machine. Run multiple guest OS in a single guest OS in a single physical machine. Means I have one laptop. I need to run different type of operating system. Either it is Windows 10, Windows Linux, or Unix, or maybe Windows servers. Okay, maybe Windows XP, like that I want to run in my PC. So I can use Hyper-V. Okay, yeah, Action Center, System, Microsoft Store. Microsoft is store is like your Google Store type, App Store type. So you can download applications or you can download games. You can use it, but you need a Microsoft account for that one. Universal Windows platform again. So you have an Android Studio to develop an Android application. Same thing when Universal Windows platform is used to develop a Windows Microsoft applications. Microsoft applications like a for mobile phone, mobile Microsoft Windows mobile phones. Okay, or tablet, Surface Pro, or for desktops, laptops. It can develop an applications using Universal Windows platform. Microsoft Edge is mainly default web browser in a Windows 10. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry, today it's like this. Okay, and the next one is mobile hotspot. What is mobile hotspot? So you are connected to 4G with your mobile. You can share your internet to other Wi-Fi devices using your mobile hotspot. Same as, for example, you have a laptop and you connect a wired connection. You are connected through wire and your laptop got a internet through wire. If you want to share that internet, you want to share the internet from your laptop, you can use your laptop Wi-Fi hotspot is there. So you can very simple. It is click on this notification symbol. There you can see mobile hotspot. And this is a tablet mode, mobile hotspot, airplane mode. Okay, this is a projector connections, snip in, night light, VPN connection, location, battery symbol. Okay, different pieces having different icons generally, but some are almost all same, but one or two changes will be there. But it's okay. So tablet mode. Cortana. What is Cortana? It is a voice assistant, like a Google Assistant. Already we seen tablet mode. So Windows Hello feature. Okay, this is a task view and virtual desktops. If you are there, okay, task view. That one we can find a virtual desktops also. Virtual desktop. Not it is a desktop virtualization. There people will confuse between that. It's not a desktop virtualization. It's about virtual desktop means originally the virtual desktop means workspaces. Virtual workspaces are there. That is not a new concept. It is already there in a old Linux operating system. Means in a Linux itself, in a olden days only it is introduced, but Windows newly introduced. So this is a task view, guys. This task view will tell you what are you done in a last lives. So this is the today's part. Okay, this is my earlier day, 1st October. 1st October, yeah, me and Sai are discussion about a Docker related. Okay, 1st October means Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning. So we have discussed about right now. So that is 30th day. Okay, like this. Okay, so like this history. Next desktops. Maybe you are seeing my screen or not. I don't know. This is today's. This is another desktop. Like that, I can create multiple desktop. One desktop somewhere. One second. One second, guys. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Where is my task view? Like this. This in first desktop one. What are the icons I've opened? Like a WhatsApp is there, Excel is there, and here Paintbrush is there, right? So these are all open in a desktop one. In a go to desktop two, these are all not there. So you can see nothing is open here. It is Like where is my my Microsoft Teams browser and all, everything is not showing on my screen. Okay, like a one desktop I can do one certain one task, in other desktop I can do other task. Okay, so either you can able to see that point or not, but this is the virtual desktop. So we can create a multiple desktops. In one desktop you can do certain tasks, like one desktop I am doing programming, another desktop I am teaching some networking related, in other desktop I am working with the virtual machines. Like that, multiple desktops you can able to do it. Okay, in a Windows 10 we have a editions. So home edition, pro edition, enterprise. Guys, Windows 10 enterprise only available in the organization wise only. The license you will get it organization based, but home and pro you can purchase it easily. Okay, so there's a mainly three: home, pro, enterprise. Home edition does not have certain features. Home editions does not have certain features like a Hyper-V feature. Hyper-V feature is not there in home edition. I will put it this mark like this. Okay, Windows 10 home, certain features are not there. For example, Hyper-V feature, local group policy. This is a universal local group policies. Okay, Windows 10 do not have Hyper-V. Local group policies are not there. BitLocker. So some people say, like, yes, sir, where is the BitLocker? I am not able to see my BitLocker in my PC because of your home edition. BitLocker, the spelling is wrong. BitLocker technology. Another one is BitLocker is not there. Some features won't be there, like a Windows to go. Windows to go is only available in enterprise. Okay, not even a pro also. Okay, so like this app locker. Of course, app locker based on local group policies. Okay, these are the things, guys. Not only few features won't be there. So generally, what we search, we'll search for a Hyper-V. Even myself, when I start first time, I have seen this laptop with Windows 8, 64-bit. So then I'm searching for a Hyper-V. Hyper-V. Finally, I understand Windows 10 Home. Home editions don't have Hyper-V. Similarly, I got some pollen, so then solution is good to go to the group policies and resolve the issues. And I didn't find a local group policies. So because of it is a home. Okay, so like that. So remember, home edition does not have certain features is compared to pro and enterprises. And compared to pro and enterprises, some features won't be there. For example, Windows to Go is an enterprise edition. Even a BitLocker is earlier, it is an enterprise edition, not a pro edition. Okay, mobile is of course disconnected at 10 Windows 10 IoT. To install Windows 10 is a 1 GHz processor minimum. 1 GB RAM is required if you are using 32-bit system. If it is your 64-bit system, 2 GB RAM is required. If your minimum disk space required 16 GB for a 32-bit PCs and 64-bit operating system required 20 GB free space. And DirectX 9 minimum graphic drivers are required to install it. It is a very less display resolution is 800 into 600 is very less. Means even the small screens also you can install Windows 10. Whereas Windows 8 it required 1024 into 768. For Windows 8 and 8.1 it required 1024 into 768 resolution. But in Windows 10 it is lesser. And when you are try to upgrade from any lower upgradation operating system to Windows 10, so you have to check the processor compatibility, bit compatibility, and you have to check the free disk space and as well as a RAM compatibility also. Okay, so in generally, like earlier days, when up to few years still there are not, I don't know, but from Windows 8 or 8 point, Windows 8, 8, Windows 7, Windows 8, 8.1, with a original license, you are using this operating system with a licensed operating systems. Means you have purchased, originally you purchase a license. So in that cases, you can freely upgrade to Windows 10, but same edition only, means Windows 7 Home to Windows 10 Home, Windows 7 Pro to Windows 10 Pro, Windows 8 Pro to Windows 10 Pro, Windows 8.1 Home to Windows 10 Home, like a same editions are same, free upgradation for a same editions. But now it is there are not. I'm not, no guarantee. I'm not checking very latest one. Okay, so it's a free upgradations. Same editions, free upgradations are there. Compatibilities also it will check before it is upgradations. What is upgrade and migrate? Upgrade means lower operating system to higher operating system. Windows 7 to Windows 10 is an upgrade. Installing high level operating system into low level. Windows 7 to Windows 10 is an upgrade. Migration means from moving from one place to another place, or you have a laptop or a desktop. Okay, you want to remove that operating system and you want to reinstall the operating system. First of all, you have to take the backup of all your data, then remove all your operating system, reinstall operating system, and restore the backup. That is a in-place migration. Another one is migrating from one to another one. Like you have a desktop, old desktop is there, and you want to move to the new desktop. Okay, new system. What you have to do, you have to back up the all user profile data and any other data, and install operating system into new PC and restore user profile data in it. So that is also a migration. Migrating means from one to another one. Already I told about different type of activations: retail, OEM, and volume licensing. Retail type means you go and purchase a operating system, you get a license key. That is a retail type. In a retail operating system, retail licensing, okay, if you are changing hardware, you can reactivate very easily because you have a key. But in a OEM, you purchase a laptop or a desktop, it comes with the operating system. It is a OEM based licensing. Any hardware changes occur, we cannot able to change. Sorry, we cannot able to. It is difficult to reactivate, and if you change complete system, like your laptop is not no longer working, you purchase another laptop, you want a license from there to here, you cannot get it. But in retail, it can use it. Volume licensing used in organizations only. So bundle of licenses purchased by the organization, so they license the devices. They license the devices automatically. Already we discussed about a kernel, right? So Windows 10 architecture. Windows kernel interact with your hardware. Windows drivers are use Windows kernel operating system interact with your hardware. But by default, what are the operating system? You got it in that CD or DVD or the pen drive, whatever it is. What are the operating system? You got it. That may not understand all devices on the system. Okay, all devices. For example, audio chipsets, or maybe network adapters, or maybe some video graphics related. Okay, certain chipsets may not understand by your operating system. You may require to install the device drivers for that one. Example, you connect a printer, so your printer cannot be understand by your operating system. Then what you have to do, you have to install the device drivers for the printer. So what is the use of device drivers? To communicate with the hardware we need a program to understand how to communicate with the hardware. So that program we call it as a device drivers. Your hardware, your device drivers and Windows kernel work together to communicate with your hardware. And your operating system control your applications and services through the service management. So here this is the system services like a Win32 .NET framework, Java, JRE, okay, and Windows RT APIs. These are all used to run your applications. Like general Windows applications are built based on Win32 environment running or .NET framework. So to run Windows applications, we can do it. You want to run a Java application, you need a JRE. You want to run a .NET based applications, you need a .NET frameworks. Okay, those are important points. So here it is, we check the system configuration. Just for a system configuration, we need to say like what is your CPU, RAM, your disk, okay, your hard disk, your operating system. Okay, so you can go to Microsoft MS Info 32. There you can find your operating system, your processor, your number of processors, your other information, and your RAM capacity and your hard disk capacity also. Okay, so or you can use a DX diag. This is the first day I told the class. Okay, so but I am telling now because it is already here. DX diag. So what is DX diag? It is a DirectX diagnostic tool. From here also you can able to see what is your system configuration. Okay, what is your system configuration, like what is your operating system, your processor, your RAM information, also you will get it here. And also you will get your hardware details. In your system, you can go to settings. In the settings, you can go to system. There you can go to about. In that one also you can find what is your operating system, your hardware, what is your bit, what is your RAM, what is your RAM version also. Sorry, what is your operating system version also you can find it. And also you can go to your performance for a day's management, your memory, your CPU. You can go to task manager. So something few points are missing here. This is for disk management part. Okay. That is, I will explain the disk management, but here it is, guys. These are the certain run commands. You can open a run. Okay, you can type a command to open something. For example, you want to open a disk management. The command is dask mgmt.msc comp mgmt.msc for computer management, event vwr for event management, services.msc for a service management, dev mgmt.msc for device management, gpedit.msc for local group policies, lusrmgr.msc for local users and groups. If you want to open control panel, simply you can type control, so it will open. You want to open programs and features, like add or remove programs or programs and features, office.cpl. Network connections or network adapter settings, you want to go directly ncpa.cpl. You want to open a firewall kind of stuff, then you can use firewall.cpl. Not only this, there is so many commands are there. Guys, .msc means Microsoft console. .cpl means control panel. Okay, control panel items is always .cpl. Microsoft consoles directly, that is .msc. Not only the gpedit already given. Okay. Regedit is also there. So regedit I didn't mention here, but you can try regedit also. That is registry editor. So we'll discuss few points. One is like what is registry editor. So what is the services, how to manage the services, the type of services. You can see registry and all other things also. It is not completely completed, but I will tell you. Okay, guys, take a break. Take the break for a 10-15 minutes. Okay. Anything